So to the business people out there, to the hustlers out there, to the entrepreneurs out there, what advice do you have for people cutting corners, taking the easy way out, and just say, put in the work? It's going to take 5, 10, 20 years for success.
Yeah, I never
What's
chased.
your advice?
I didn't even chase the money coming out of prison this time. I didn't even know it would come from this. I really was just excited on being a better man. And I was just like, I have to share this with people. The whole goal. So one of my business partners, Eric Spofford, he was an addict. And then now he made hundreds of millions of dollars off treatment facilities. So he healed himself of his addictions, and then he taught others to do the same. I healed myself of my vices, being overweight, my financial troubles, everything I healed myself of, I taught people to do. Unless you have a purposeful connection that is attached to your vision and really means a lot to you deep in your core, you won't be able to do it for a significant amount of time. You can't really chase the money. You have to truly become something that is so different, that it's so valuable to you, that it's priceless. So me getting someone sober is priceless to me. So I could charge them $1 million a year to work with me. If I believe in it enough, I can attract clients at that level. And I do. I mean, when people come to me and they buy one of my programs, it's like $20,000 or $40,000. Some people, that's them paying such a crazy amount. I'm like, I made that in the last 3 hours, dipshit. Like, I don't give a fuck that you paid that much. You don't know what I'm about to give you because you've never done it. Once I change you, you will realize what I did for you was priceless. And that's even at my $299 to $2,000 program. Once I make you able to wake up purpose-driven every morning from a whole different belief system and set of habits and set of principles, you will know that I am the fucking orchestrator of something so much greater. I'm giving you your wings back. I'm giving you your purpose back. And then you're going to go do that for other people. You're going to have a lifelong process. If you look at the growth needs from, it's literally the growth needs pyramid, and it's
Maslow's hierarchy of
Maslow's hierarchy of growth needs. So it's self-actualization, then self-transcendence. So you make the best you, and then you teach it to the world. Transcendence is the teaching of it. And when you fully get rid of Wes Watson, like Rudolf Steiner said, the highest of beings, they only know their existence by what they transmute. So I've got to the place where I don't even care. If you still care about being a billionaire, if you still care about this money, if it still drives you, you'll never beat me, because I don't fucking care. I will do everything to be the best teacher possible and transcend self and affect billions of people, however many people I can in my life, and you will chase the money so you'll weaken. I only do it for the other thing, but it gets X amount, so I'll always beat everybody because I never tire. So the whole thing is, I'm so positive towards it, it only fuels me. But the guy who chases the money, there's always downsides to that. I go through waves where I'm like, oh, I didn't make enough today. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Did you do everything to make what you want to make today? Because my daily standard is 30,000 a day in sales. And I have recurring systems that make me about 50,000 a day. So I make about 80 to 200,000 every day. So, I mean, the whole thing is like, I can never do anything but just give away what's priceless to me. And then as I raise my price. And like, I raise my price to whatever the fuck I feel like over time. One of my buddies the other day said, I want to work with Tony Robbins. I wonder how much it costs. And it was like a 2-day thing. There's a 3-year waiting list, and it's $1 million. There's a 3-year waiting list, it's $1 million, and it's like you work with them for like 12 hours or something. I mean, the whole thing is I don't care about that. I never set a standard on making money. I don't have to make any money. Everyone has that quote, you could take everything from me, but you can't take me, so I'll get it back. I'm like, oh man. And that last part, you need to get it back? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, no, I don't need anything. I don't need shit. I really just need to wake up every day and be a man who does not break character. And if I don't break character and I have systems that are proven operating systems that gain this wealth and I do not break, I will beat all you motherfuckers. You will break. You won't base your success on not breaking character. You base your success on money, and that will cause you to break character.
I love what you said about, I don't chase money. I think it was Pitbull that said, you chase money, money runs. And it's all about delivering value. And the more value you can bring to the marketplace, the more that you'll get paid. I think it was Elon Musk that said famously, you get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of the problem that you solve. So when you said, if I can solve someone's alcoholic situation or, being an alcoholic, what's that worth? Whatever the number is. Whatever the number is, they'll
lose his
gladly
kids, lose his
it.
life.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose everything.
Exactly.
But I have to articulate it well enough. I have to have enough emotion and feeling behind it to make them know and feel and trust that I can do that for them and that I care enough. I have friends who go through like relationship problems, and I'm like, I fucking care, bro. Like, I love my ex-chick. Like, regardless of how I was talking earlier, I love her to death. I adore her. I would do anything, like fucking anything. But people need to know who I am. They need to be like, why poke this guy who's been in prison for 10 years? Like, care for him. The problem is their ego would keep them from caring for me when I would get into my painful place, which is yelling and violence and anger. It's a painful place, but I've learned to mitigate that pain, and I think pain's beautiful. So, I mean, a lot of people don't realize, they're like, well, you're angry. I'm like, well, I love my anger. And if you look at the frequency chart, if I love my anger, isn't it high frequency?
Did you always have that anger even like before you started selling?
Yeah, people
stuff? Like did you grow up in an angry environment?
Yeah, well, everyone starts off negative, and they have to earn these steps up the frequency ladder. You have to earn positivity. The most coveted thing on earth is internal peace, a positive internal state. Right. Why the fuck would that be free? And why does everyone believe it is? They're like, I just wake up good. No, you don't. You're just very unaware to the fact that you suck. You're comfortable. Like, I would be so pissed at your position. Like, I have everything. And I'm so glad that I wake up every morning having erased the board. Every morning I wake up and yesterday's wins aren't today's wins. Fuck that. Like, I don't give a fuck what I did yesterday. People are like, whoa, you're doing all this now? Shut the fuck up. I have to murder something today at such a high level that I move the goalpost forward in that one thing. And it's like, I talk to a lot of my friends that are billionaires. I have clients that are multi-billionaires. And they're like, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm like, bro, you're a fucking legend. He's like, yeah, but right now I'm not doing anything significant enough. And that goes along with one of my favorite quotes is, there is no stagnation. There is no stagnation. There's only like progression is life. You're either growing or you're dying.
Exactly.
So in that moment, he feels like he's likened the lack of progression in that moment to dying. The person who can live moment to moment with the deepest core values, the most congruent with their energy and their path and their purpose, that person's lethal, and that person's me, motherfucker.
Let's talk purpose.
Yeah.
You brought up purpose a few times. So I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and then I'm gonna quote you, and then I'm gonna ask you a direct question. So one night, I'm born and raised in Miami, been in the nightlife business. I end up at a house party. It's me, a couple buddies, like 20 girls, and we're at this guy, Vin Diesel's house. Random. And we're there, and it's so funny when you're hanging out with just a handful of guys and there's so many women around, you're just like focused on like, what's your deal? What deal? I end up talking to Vin Diesel and his buddy Mikey. And Vin Diesel's like, I like this guy, Adam. Tell him what we always say. I said, what's that, Vin? He goes, there's 3 types of people. There's 3 types of lives. Okay? The first life is a caged life, which you, of all people, would understand what it's like to be living in a cage. Whether that's poverty, whether that's prison, whether that's in a horrible situation, caged life, nobody wants that. The second one is a content life. Hey, man, I'm just happy to be here, doing what I'm thinking. I don't have big dreams. I don't have big goals. I'm just, got my job, do my 9 to 5. That's fine. That's most people, yeah? The third one, though, my friend, is living a charged life. You wake up every day and you're like, I'm going to set the world on fire. I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to create a legacy. I am built for something bigger. I got dreams. I got visions. I'm going for it. You strike me as that third dude, bro. You were a cage guy.
I 100%.
Yes.
I 100% know that we're offerings. We are offerings. People just don't even get what they're doing. They're such a poor offering to those around them. I see a fat dad and he has 3 fat kids. I'm like, you stupid piece of shit. Do you realize your only job was to not pass on that fucking pain you've known your whole life to your fucking kids?
Yep.
Like, that your only job, you fucking idiot. And he thinks he's all happy. I'm like, you just fucked them so bad. And all you had to do was learn the fats, proteins, and carbs to make everybody's fucking healthy foods to get it done. But it's just like, they're just so fucking stubborn and they think they know everything. The ego on broke people, fat people and broke people are the most selfish people on earth. They don't give a fuck what they're bringing you. They're such a shitty offering. They're like, look at this shit I don't work on. Take it. You're like, no.
Or let me give you advice.
I don't want that shit.
I'm broke as fuck. Let me tell you how I got here.
That's what people do. Yeah. Like, say a guy in the gym is like, hey, I do my push-ups this way, Wes. I'm like, well, I'm going to go ahead and not do them that way. And the guy's like, why? I'm like, because I may end up like you. Like, when anyone talks to me and they try to give me advice, I'm like, if I take your advice, will I end up like you? And they're like, hey, that's fucked up. I'm like, well, stop fucking talking till you earn the right to speak, motherfucker. And I have. Because most people, if they have their brain is fucking any bit normal, they would want my fucking life. And that's the thing. If it's unbiasedly a ruling that people would want your life, like for sure, like it's undeniable, then you should be talking. And you should be put your head down and work till then. But I mean, everybody has their areas of expertise. If you've dropped 10 pounds, then you can help someone do that. If you've dropped the drink, you can help someone do that. The personal development side is like the most crucial side because these people who have money and they have no level of personal development, they're like, I had all the cars and all the stuff and I wasn't happy. No shit, motherfucker. You were there and you suck. So you made a great situation fucking suck. And they're like, oh, well, how can you say I suck? Well, you didn't take care of yourself. You had no level of personal development. What do you think? These are just inherent gifts? We're just granted them? And the whole thing is, it's like, they just don't, a lot of people just talk out their ass. They never spend
a lot of people, the hardest thing to do, honestly, straight up, is just shut the fuck up and listen. That is so hard for people to do.
Almost killed one of my guys on a call this morning. I said, this is fucking recorded. Okay, it's recorded. I said it normal. I said, this is recorded. I'm going to run through everything. And then at the end, you can ask me any questions. It's going to take me like 20 minutes. And then like on the third thing, he starts talking and I lost my fucking shit.
Yeah.
I went fucking straight nuclear. Like he's never seen someone lose their shit that hard. I was about to just refund him. I'm like, you fucking stupid piece of shit. I'm like, that's why you broke motherfuckers are fucking like this.
Yeah.
Like you paid to listen to me and you're talking. Like, fuck, how stupid is that? And I'm like, it was the best lesson.
Hey, Wes, let me tell you how I ended up broke. You want to hear me out here, buddy? Here's what you got to do. So, they just don't want to sit there and take the advice. I've told this story a million times where, you know, I've made money. I'm doing all right. I'm talking to a guy who's made tens and tens of millions, famous guy, basketball player. And I have my third friend who's broke as fuck, who owes me money. That's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would do it that way, guys. I'm like, shut the fuck up. But no, people want to make it about themselves and put it their ego. Your ego is not your amigo. Sometimes you got 2 ears, 1 mouth. Just listen. Take the advice. For all the broke fat guys out there, listen to Wes. So
just be honest.
You know, they also say, I have this little sign on my desk over here in my office. Your comfort zone will kill you. You know, I've heard you say comfort is the greatest problem and addiction known to man. I often say we have it so good here in America. We're just making up problems, okay?
100%.
I'm depressed. I got anxiety. I've got
shit's all made
eating
up.
disorder. I'm a victim. I'm obese because my mom told me, like, oh, you're just making up problems. So, you know, what I love about you, Wes, is dude, you've been in jail. You can have any excuse in the book. I'm a felon. Nobody wants me to win. I'm a victim. Dude, you don't make excuses. You don't have a plan B. You're completely intentional. You clearly have your heart into everything you're doing. You're not half at anything. We call it you're going all in, right? So some of my favorite four-letter words, your favorite four-letter word is fuck.
Hell yeah.
I like that word too,
Best word.
especially on the weekends. But I like work and earn, okay? Talk to the men out there who are struggling, to dealing with vices, dealing with addictions. They don't have a plan. They don't have a purpose. They don't have a mentor. They don't know what direction they're going in. How can a man find his purpose and basically meaning to his life?
He has to become the man he always needed. He has to really be honest and become the individual that he's always needed. He has to look at the areas that he feels people weren't able to accommodate him, and he has to accommodate himself. That's what I did. I stepped in the mirror, and I'm like, you're not fucking tough. Look, you keep making the same fucking mistakes. That's not tough. That's fucking stupid. And I mean, like I was pretty, I was thick as a younger kid. From like 11 to 13, I was like chunky. Like,
How many C's?
I was
Thick?
You like
Yeah,
chubby?
like chubby. I was like
THICCC,
chubby.
like thick.
Yeah, like to where like
Yeah.
I didn't want to take my shirt off and the other guys
Got
could,
it.
And I was seriously like, it was painful. It was more painful than doing 10 years in prison.
Wow.
Being a fat kid from like 11 to like 13 or something. And then I picked up, when this is when there was fucking bookstores. And I told my mom, I said, drive me to fucking Barnes and Noble. And I got the Arnold Encyclopedia. I was like 14. By the time I was like 15 and a half, I was swole. And people were like, oh, he's taking creatine. Like they're automatically discounted for the year and a half. I went and I I would go shopping for everybody. I would make sure everyone ate healthy. I did everything right, even at that age. So, I mean, like the first thing is to heal myself of that pain. And the thing is people are so fucking stupid. Like parents even, like my parents would even, and the people around me, they would joke, but like they would like joke that I was fat. And the thing is like, I'm like, you fucking, now that I look at it, these fucking idiots made me fat because they were so fucking stupid. They didn't understand how to cook food right or to serve the right food to their family.
Look at you now.
Yeah, I'm jacked, and the whole thing is like, I'm a product of dieting. Like I'm a naturally bigger guy. My dad's bigger. My brother's bigger. Like a lot of you big guys out there, the fuck is the matter with you? All you have to do is diet and you have a big, nice frame under there. You're already swole from carrying your fat ass around for so many years. Just fucking put the snacks down. Quit being a fucking bitch. Like these smaller guys have to work their whole fucking life to put some size on. I was like these guys where I just cut up and I had size.
So what do you tell them? Just stop eating, eat healthier,
just
stop being a fat ass? What do you
get a coach who's going to give them the fats, proteins, and carbs that they fucking need to be in shape. And I mean, like the whole thing is there's a direct amount of macronutrients you have to eat. If you don't know this shit, you're a fucking brain dead fuck. Like every dollar in your account and you don't know the grams on your plate. What are you, stupid? Especially if you're some rich guy with tits or some CEO whose body looks like shit. Like you mean to tell me you've never done this? I kind of look like shit. And then you look at your plate of food and you really are curious at why this plate of food is making you look like shit. You mean to tell me you guys are that unaware? That's sickening to me. That's like a mental illness if you're so charged about money and then you're so stupid you don't realize that the way you eat and your lack of exercise is ruining the quality of your life. Because the last thing you want is a bunch of money and to know your bitch is only there for your fucking pocketbook. That's the last thing you want. People say that to me all the time. They'll be like, oh, she's there for the money. I said, God damn it, bro. Let's not discount that I'm handsome as fuck, too. Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, there's plenty of women who want some fucking straight Viking dude to rack her like he just got out of fucking prison. Trust me, they do. Like,
we got Eric the Red out here.
Yeah,
okay?
and they're just like, they're like, yeah, she's in it for the money. Bro.
No, she's with Bill Gates for the money.
I did 10 years in prison. I'm covered in gang ink. I'm 240 and fucking ripped. Trust me. My first chick when I got out of prison when I had no money is one of the most famous tattoo models. I had no money, and I was able to get her to come out from Germany. So trust me, like, nah, I've done everything.
What I like about you, Wes, is how diplomatic you are, how you sugarcoat things.
Yeah.
You're very, you don't want people to hurt their feelings. I appreciate that about you, brother. So as far as like the purpose goes, speaking of putting down the fucking food, fat boy, speaking about, get your money right, buddy, put the drugs down, put the porn down. I love that you said you got to have your purpose over pleasure.
Oh yeah.
Everyone is so
purpose over pleasure.
Yeah, I love that right there.
Yeah.
So everyone's so obsessed with a work-life balance, right? I just want to have a good time. I don't want to work that hard.
I don't want to have a good time.
Yeah, I want to work my ass off and take Sunday and relax. Explain focusing on your purpose over pleasure.
I remember there was a day where I ate some food I liked early in the morning. I think I racked my chick 3 times that day. Oh. And I made 30, 40.
That's my dog.
And I made 30, 40 grand in new sales. Everything was going my way so much. I was like, this sucks. How the fuck are you guys so oblivious to where you don't realize if you get your way that much, you just erode. The perpetual pleasure chase is disgusting. It would have to just keep going. And the whole thing with me is I have to offset pleasure so drastically with helping people. I mean, the only thing that gets me to really feel like I was valuable that day is to really be an instrument in people's lives. But I'm a systems genius. I'll create systems that benefit me so well that if I really broke down how I think, how I live even deeper, the top people would be like, whoa, that motherfucker fucked my shit off. And I love Jordan Peterson, but is Jordan Peterson ever fit his fucking quotes? You should be a monster, but willingly forego that. A man should be capable of extreme violence, but forego it. When the fuck has Jordan Peterson ever fucking been violent?
You didn't see Jordan Peterson in a cage match?
No, never.
You didn't see that shit go down?
No.
Well,
no.
I brought this up because I wanted you to react to
the guy.
I know. I love how you're like, Jordan Peterson, love the guy. He's a pussy. Love the guy. You were in jail, dog, not prison.
No, but how the fuck are they not realizing that it's so hypocritical how they speak? I embody the shit I say. That's why I say ripped, rich, rare. In all reality, you have to be all three to even talk to Wade. That's why Tate can pretty much do it.
Oh, Tate can do it. Yeah, Tate is all three, bro.
Because he's all three. But some of these other guys, they want to speak a certain way, but they just didn't do it. Their book, look at fucking Robert Greene. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
holy shit.
The Laws of Power?
That guy talking about the laws of seduction. What the fuck has that guy ever seduced? Did you see that guy? The laws of seduction. Dude, what the fuck? Any of you guys who fell for that, put up the Laws of Seduction video that was on his shit. He looked like a lizard person talking about the laws of seduction or something.
Robert Greene's going to be here very soon.
Yeah, he's actually pulling in.
Good. I'll kick his ass if he wants me to. I don't give a fuck. I ain't afraid of none of these motherfuckers.
He wrote, 38 Laws of Power, I believe?
Dude, these guys are great writers, but the whole point is to really be the example of your thoughts and your teachings.
Well, here's what
to personify the teaching is the epitome of what you need to be.
One aspect. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire SOSCAST, click right here.